A report by UCLA Center for Neighborhood Knowledge is revealing a new study which found ICE detentions have shifted dramatically under President Trump. Now, according to the report, there's been an increase in Latinos with no criminal history being detained. The report not only shows who is being detained, but how quickly they're being deported. Fox 13's Alejandro Guzman spoke with an immigration attorney who is breaking down what this could mean for families in Washington.
A new report by UCLA is examining ICE detentions nationwide. It also compares trends under the Biden administration to those under President Trump.
And you see what's going on in Minnesota. We're taking out the worst, some of the worst criminals in the world are being taken out of our country.
The report says ICE is detaining more Latinos without criminal histories. The number jumped from 900 per month under Biden to more than 6,000 a month.
So we see a huge increment on the non-criminal history Latinos that are being detained. This kind of shows that's kind of the effort really happening, regardless of what we hear. Otherwise, it's just kind of anyone and everyone.
Data also shows a 900% increase in Latino men detained as numbers increase from 3,500 in 2024 to more than 38,000 in 2025. The arrest of women nearly tripled from about 2,500 to 7,300.
So this shows that even women are being targeted. Anyone that has either a questionable claim to asylum or may have a snag on the immigration system is being detained.
Looking closely at who is being detained, UCLA's data says non-criminal Latinos that came from 19 countries, but the number of Mexican and Guatemalan detainees increased 8-fold. Mexican detainees increased from just over 1,500 to nearly 13,300.
Does this reflect a policy change or is it something else?
It seems to me that it's all become about numbers, right? It's about how many detainees, how many deportations.
Not only are more Latinos being detained, 55% are being transferred out of state compared to 18% the previous year, something immigration attorney Héctor Quiroga says makes things tougher for attorneys to defend their clients.
Where are they taking them? Where do I file the paperwork? Here or over there? So there's a lot of techniques being used that are not necessarily what we like to see. And what we see is that more than 80% of the individuals detained end up being deported in a very, very quick way.
The report echoes Quiroga's statement. 88% of detained Latinos were ultimately deported under Trump, with only 9% released back into their communities. Quiroga says the speed at which deportations are happening raises red flags.
It's moving very fast to the point that we have questions about due process. Should this be happening this fast? Errors are being made.
President Trump campaigned on getting rid of the worst of the worst. Back in November of 2025, when asked if raids have gone too far, he said,
No, I think they haven't gone far enough because we've been held back by the judges.
Quiroga argues the numbers tell a very different story.
Look, there's no question that individuals who have breaking the law, who should be removed, who have done awful things, and they need to be there. But that's the great minority, right? And so what happens is that it's easy to cast these individuals as a wide net on everybody else.
In Seattle, I'm Alejandro Guzman.